we're good to go.
Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It's Wednesday. We are here to make up for Tuesday. Y'all know me. If I miss a day, baby, we got to make up for it. We got to keep this thing going. And so I hope you got a chance to see my rant earlier today. I put one out, so I hope you got to see that. I want to give a shout out to Clarinet Chick, who was the first person to pop up and baby listening on Periscope. So we really appreciate that. And Karen Cernst jumped in. Monica Barnes is out there. Randy Peterson, go Hogs, baby. And Gabby Muller, all the way from Germany, baby, is just joining in. So we appreciate everybody. Hi, Val Wood. How you doing, darling? And Randy Kervin there. So we appreciate everybody. Joy Peters jumping in there. Sam Smith's in there. Baby, we got the family here. So I'm happy as tickled to death to have that. What are you doing there with the analytics up there?
Just ignore me.
I'm saying, well, shit, it's right up there on that bad big screen.
Well, yeah,
right
I mean,
there.
we got to share screens, you know. I wish we didn't have to.
I know.
You stay on your side of the wall, all right?
I know it.
I'm going to build a wall between these two
there you go.
desks.
There you go. See what he is? He wants to build a wall now. Ain't that some shit?
Because apparently that answers everybody's problems, right?
Yeah, that's right. Build a wall. That solves everything. That'll fix
Bullshit.
Everything. Are you shitting me?
I just always find it entertaining that I can have like analytics just trying to figure out what's going on, what's staying hot, and you're like, what the hell is that? And it's like, we just started the show. Look at those analytics. You got those analytics.
I got a lot of analytics
right
going
there.
over here, baby. Shit, yeah. We got. I really miss our YouTube crowd. They'll see this after a while when we post it up on YouTube because I still can't go live on YouTube, and that just pisses me off every time I do a show that we're missing a big part of our family. But before we get too started out, I want to call out a couple people at the end of that didn't get called out at the end of last show. One works on cars, donated $10 on PayPal. Buddy, we appreciate it very much. He is a repeat donor. He's come back several times, and we appreciate the hell out of it. And Rick Davis, who just joined our Patreon page. So we really appreciate that, and all those who support the show in that manner. It really helps keep us going and paying the bills and all that stuff. So we appreciate the shit out of it. And works on cars, and Rick Davis, who didn't get a shout out at the end of last show. We got him this time, baby. So I think. Anyway, Bethy Brown, how are you? Well, Donnie went to El Paso and to Dayton today. Didn't get very much of a welcome at either spot, but they kept his ass hidden from everybody. Hell, they took a shot of El Paso streets and it looked like a desert town. There was nobody around. They said they wouldn't let nobody around him for 5 miles. That's just how much of a chicken shit he is. He's not going to face up to any responsibility. He's too busy on his little Twitter feed, hacking out tweets about this, that, and the other. It's pitiful to watch this whole scenario going by. And but I have high hopes that this is going to spur action, baby. That something's going to happen. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you something.
What's that?
TW Travis called and. There's
Let me see.
there you go. I have passed the button. I've passed the memo there, TW.
I got you.
There you go.
Alrighty.
There you go. So
Once I'm gonna have to borrow your phone, right?
yeah.
Like I don't have a phone. Everybody asks me like, "What's your phone number?" I don't have a phone. I really don't.
He does everything online.
Yep.
So his girlfriend's got a phone. They're usually together.
Yeah, true.
So anyway. How y'all doing tonight?
Hang on, I'm actually having glitches with Discord,
Uh-oh.
so keep going. Oh, but we got Periscope up in the comments again. How about that?
Grumpy's
shit?
up there on Periscope. I can't believe that. We're getting some views on Periscope. That's Twitter, and isn't it? That's how Twitter gets their feed. We appreciate the hell of it. Y'all stopping by. It just really does. It pisses me off since we lost YouTube, the ability to stream live. We can still post all our videos and post the live show after it's done, but we miss the family of YouTube that is usually with us. And hey, Leo Sahaki's here. Oh shit, there you go. Hey, Leo did a great rant yesterday.
Did he?
Yes. I shared it today, along with Buddy Davis. If y'all have not seen Buddy Davis, who has been a long-time Blue Dot family member, was up and running with his video today for the first time, and I was tickled to death to see it. Buddy is not only a veteran, a true American, he's a singer. He's an entertainer. He's been all his life just about, and he sang a song at the end of his video, and I really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, I talked to him on the phone a little while ago, and he's going to keep doing his videos. And I told him just keep singing, baby. That's his thing. We were talking about the songs of our youth back in the '60s, the protest songs that were so popular back then that changed the nation. And so Buddy's going to be doing a series of those. So I'm looking forward to it. Buddy can sing.
Yeah.
I can't carry a tune in the
I've
bucket.
definitely, I haven't seen the video, but I've heard him sing, and yeah, he's definitely intense.
Yeah. He did that song on The Answer My Friend Is Blowing in the Wind.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah. Good deal. All right, I got Discord running now. Just a disclaimer, we got a few people in the call tonight, so let's make sure we don't try to step on each other the best we can. Let's make sure everybody's voice is heard tonight. Oh look, Velda decided to show up. Tonight we're gonna.
You brought Velda in here?
Yeah, I brought Velda in here.
Shit.
But I'm gonna go down the list here. We
there
got
goes
Bernadette, Bob K, Filthy Mouth Liberal, Lone Wolf, T.W. Trav, Rick Davis, Velda, Velica, and Yogi. How are you all doing tonight?
I'm good.
I can breathe. I can breathe. The air. So much better.
Yeah.
So much. There was a pile of orange shit in my area today.
Yeah, I bet. Well, he visited.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lone Wolf. How you doing, buddy?
I believe that was Andy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. I'm sorry. I didn't look up.
Oh, yeah, we look so much alike.
I know
Why
it.
not?
Twins. I'm telling you, separated at birth.
Twinsy.
Indeed.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Andy. How you doing?
I'm well. Hope you are, John.
You betcha I am.
I think
Doing
I got the
fine.
voice back.
It sounds
Sounds
good.
good, dude.
Yeah, I've been seeing the
think it must
pictures.
Must be the blue moon I'm pouring down my neck
There
tonight.
you
You think that's
go.
got something to do with it?
Good, antiseptic. That's what it is for medicinal purposes only.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, you wouldn't want to be doing such as just on the get-go. You got to have a reason. So there you go. Everybody's got a reason.
Now I got that song in my head. Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
Great. More
there you go.
copyright. More
There you go.
copyright.
We'll all get that.
I got a whole
shit.
six-pack of this stuff. I may be singing it before it's over with.
Is that Blue Moon? I've had that before. That's pretty good beer.
I thought that
It
was
is
your
good.
one of your
It is
favorites.
good beer. I've been on a Dos Equis quick kick here lately.
That's pretty good stuff, too.
Yeah, I
My
like
son-in-law brings me that every once in a while. It's always good. It's even better when it's free.
Yeah, anytime it's free, it's better. Anytime
Yeah,
beer is free.
I like FB's free beer.
Yeah, you betcha. Can't beat that shit. We'll all show up for that party. You know how come we drink beer here? Because there ain't no beer in heaven. In heaven there is.
Heaven there is no.
Yeah. There you go, baby. Travis is gonna get it.
Heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here.
That's right, Bellica. There you go, baby. How are you tonight?
I'm all right.
Good. I'm glad you're here.
They better have pizza in heaven. That's all I got to say.
There you go.
If they take away my Whataburger here, then they better have it up in heaven. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
That's assuming
you never
if I
know
even
what you're
make
gonna
it.
get in heaven. You
Actually,
never
I'll
know.
take it back. They better have it in hell. I'm pretty sure I'm going there anyway.
These two brothers, they lived their life side by side. One of them chased women, drank beer like you wouldn't believe, just sinned all over that place. And the other one, well, he was a good God-fearing man, went to church every time the doors open. Terrible accidents, both died the same day. Both ascend up into heaven. The brother that went to church all the time looks over and he sees his other brother laying on a cloud up there. He's got a woman up there and a keg of whiskey. So the other brother that went to church all his life called up there, St. Peter, hey, what's up with this shit, buddy? I let it go. He sinned all his life. What's up with this? And St. Peter just told him, well, the whiskey's got a hole in it and the woman don't. So everybody's got their own hell. So I remember that from when I was a kid. Somebody said. My mother, as a matter of fact, that's who it was. My mother said that joke. Yeah,
All right.
she's from Boston.
Go
baby.
Mom.
Yeah, go Mom. It's one of her jokes from up north, I reckon. Anyway, Teresa Rojas, yes, baby, it is good beer. Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friend. That's what that guy says. We all need to stay frisky. Well, what do y'all think about today's little trip out to his field trip to Dayton and El Paso?
Was that a
The air
crime
stunk.
hit or what?
That was.
Bullshit.
Yeah. It was.
That's what stunk.
It was a photo op,
Waste
baby.
of jet fuel.
Yeah,
That was a freaking photo op. That's all that was.
that's exactly
What it was, Beto got
And
more
he-
coverage, and that's what he could not stand.
Thanks, Leo. It's my best story, buddy. That's all I got. Leo said that's a terrible story. That's
Dad,
all.
do you have ADD?
Yeah, I do.
I
Yeah, I
figured.
do. I get distracted by shiny objects. Donna
guess
Bonacosi
you were
would know
built
all
for that.
about it at this point. Oh, look, there she is right there. I looked over at the screen, and there she is with a bunch of frowny faces.
I rest my case on the
There
ADD.
you go. There you go. Me?
No, it's called when you get older, it's called CRS.
Remember stuff.
Can't remember
Well, I
shit.
can't remember shit, but that'll
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, we need to clean it up a little bit, make it nice. No, I'm just been in and out all day. I've you know, watching the news and everything today, and I'm just, for one thing, he stayed clear of everybody. He went in there to get his little photo op, and they're already showing those pictures where he's smiling with all the nurses in the hospital and all this shit. He went there to get his jollies off. I am just, I'm beside myself when he came to Texas. I got no use for him here. We have no use for him here. He's the one that started that shit. He's the one that's responsible for every bullet in El Paso, in my book.
Why didn't the mayor hand him a bill?
They should have.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's a
That'd have
new
been
boy.
funny.
Hey, pay your
I'd have
bill,
laughed.
asshole. And he's out there bragging
Yeah,
about how much millions he's raking in on donations and can't pay
I
his
can't
freaking-
believe he had the testicular fortitude to show up in El Paso with an outstanding bill anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
true.
Donnie. That doesn't bother him. He's been doing that.
Retire lock on Air Force One.
Yeah, really. He's been doing it all his life. Don't make me come in there. Tell him that.
No. She's yelling.
John,
Yes, ma'am. don't make me come in there.
I'm really sorry that Texas had to endure this racist man today. As far as I'm concerned, he is clearly at fault here. And today was a photo op for him. He proved it in flight between Dayton and El Paso
Yes,
when he
you're
put
right.
out his tweets.
Yeah.
We know where Donald Trump stands. We know the Donald Trump of Twitter. We know the Donald
That's
Trump
the real
in front of the
Donald.
newscasters.
Yeah.
The one that reads off the teleprompter, that's the fake Donald Trump.
Yep.
That's written for him. All he has to do is read it, and even when he reads it, he can't get it right.
No, he had to be drugged
Okay.
to read that. He had to be drugged up.
You can't call Dayton Toledo when you're reading off of a teleprompter. Come on. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that the president of the United States did this, and effectively 22 people are dead because of his rhetoric. I'm tired of this shit.
We all need to
And
be
I'm
tired
sorry
of
if I
Bernadette.
just got us a strike. I'm sorry.
Oh, baby.
I'll pay for it.
Baby, you ain't got to pay for squat. Here, let me fix that for you. Fuck Donald Trump. There we go. That takes care of
Thank
that
you.
shit for the rest of the night.
I'm
Everybody
trying
feel
to be
free
nice.
to jump right in there.
I'm trying to be elegant. I'm trying
You can't,
to
sweetie. It's hard
say
to
it
be.
in words that we all understand. But this man spews racial tropes that does nothing but spark fires all over this country. What you asked today on your rant, what can I do?
There
This
you
is
go.
what we can do. We can vote his ass out and make him the one-term president.
That's what we need to do.
Amen.
Amen to that, Bernadette. And I asked that question today because I did feel a little bit, shit, I don't know, like I'm knocking my head against the wall sometimes.
I felt you. I felt you.
Well, I have a voice. Thank goodness for that. That we have built up, and I say we, baby. This is not a me thing. That we have built up this family, and that happened by people out there talking to each other, the people in the chat reaching out and meeting each other even. That means so much to me. And I just want to be able to harness that and make a difference. And I'm trying to think of ways to do it. But, you know, I said it on my show today. Man, I'm just like y'all. I'm no smarter and hopefully no dumber than anybody out there. I'm sickened in the heart. My head is full of crap that I read every day, and it gets disheartening. And I want to just have an action. And right now
I have the action. I have the action that's real simple. Every last single one of us that is listening to my voice is fully capable of doing this one thing.
Tell them,
and I say, you go out, you find somebody who's not registered to vote, and you register them to vote. Just one person.
Yeah.
What a difference that would make.
You know,
anybody listening to my voice right now can do that. Just one person, not a town, not a neighborhood, just one person. Just one person.
Let me tell you why Bernadette is so
We can
right
make a
in
difference.
this, is because the last election, baby, 40% of this country voted. Let that sink in. I don't know the exact number. It was 40-something% of the populace voted. Maybe that's less than half of us that got out and voted. That we can't have
and
that
there
shit.
are a lot of eligible voters out there.
Yes.
All we need to do is every last single one of us blue dots go get
somebody
one
else.
person.
Urge
it
somebody
doesn't
else.
matter whether they vote Republican or Democrat. That's not our option here right now.
No.
Just get them to register.
Everybody should be our whole form of democracy depends on an informed citizenry. That's our responsibility, to be informed and to be involved. If you're not involved in our system of government, well, this is what happens. We get a person like Donnie, and a lot of people during that election in 2016 when he was elected were disenfranchised. A lot of Bernie people were really disenfranchised with the way the DNC treated Bernie back then. That took out a whole bunch of people, with the utter blitz coming in not only from people like Fox Spews and the Russians. A campaign against Hillary Clinton that few could survive, and it turned this race into the nightmare that we have today. And the remedy for that, besides impeachment and besides throwing his ass in prison, is making sure that we soundly defeat his ass, come 2020. And
we have to do this on a grassroots level, because he has Fox Spews.
Yeah.
Okay, Tucker Carlson is already putting out there that the whole white supremacy thing is a hoax.
Yeah, do you see that shit?
People, it's a hoax.
It's a hoax. Yeah, it's like
22
science.
people died.
Climate change is a hoax. The Russian investigation is a hoax. Everything that gets their ass in trouble is a hoax. Because that's what they're counting on their little minions to suck up and believe. Oh, that's not true. We're not all going to die because the Earth's going to rot away. Hell yes, we are.
The alt-right thinking.
Well,
the alt-right thinking. Do we really want Donald Trump and the alt-right again for 4 more years?
No, baby, we can't have that shit. That cannot
happen.
happen.
Go get one person and register them.
And you want to think about a nightmare in your head? That's a nightmare scenario. That man would get reelected, because with that kind of power in his head, baby, we'd all be singing Russia songs by the end of that. We'd all be wishing for perestroika. Oligarchs would be in place, and this nation would not be America again. That's the kind of shit that's going to destroy America. Not immigrants coming across that border, baby.
Yep.
That ain't it. And that's not who's killing you either. Take a look at who these shooters are, baby. They're angry white guys. That's who your problem is.
What'd you say, TW?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It made me sick when we were, when they had the news program on there, and he goes, white supremacy and everything needs to stop. And it's like, well, you're the asshole that's doing most of it.
That's how come I said, hey, you could tell he was on drugs. He was sedated as hell to come out and say that.
They need to sedate him more so that he can't come out.
No shit. Sedate his ass and keep him sedated.
Give him enough sedatives. He's still talking.
and somebody take the damn phone away from him and slap him. That's the telltale sign of this guy. He lives on Twitter. That's the real Donald Trump you see on Twitter. That's not the make-believe guy like Bernadette said, come up there all drugged up to read a teleprompter, words written by somebody else. He could not come up with a sincere thought in his head for anybody. He has no empathy for anything, unless it's the loss of his money, or his daughter will break up with him. One of those two things is the only thing that's going to affect his ass. And it's just, that's who he is. He's not. He's not.
I mean, that really made me sick. It was just like, you got to be kidding.
It is. It just, when he gets out there and reads it, it's like, it reminds me of when he came out to admit that Barack Obama was born in the United States. There, I said it. Are you happy? And then storms off like a little bitch.
Yeah.
That's the only.
You just say it so you can say it, so you basically you're done, and then you don't have to say it.
I don't have to say it no more. Now that's it. I'm out of here. But then he goes right back to the same old shit. Well, I don't know. People are saying, "Oh, kiss my ass."
Take a hit of Adderall and straighten himself out.
You know what people are saying? People are saying, "Donnie, get the fuck out of our house." That's what people are saying. Oh, look at there. What you got there?
Just
statistics?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up some statistics because this has been a shit up my ass lately. As a fellow gamer, they've been trying to push the agenda, as they always do when every time a tragedy happens, that video games are the source of the problem. So I wanted to pull this graph up really quick because it's pretty much...
We can do graphs.
Yeah, we can do graphs. Check this out.
Shit.
So,
look at there.
All right. So in this graph, you have to the left video game revenue per person estimate of 2019. You can see that we're number 3 in the world, where Japan and South Korea are ahead of us in second and first place.
They buy a lot of games.
Yes, they buy a lot of games. We buy a lot of games.
Oh, violent games, I bet, huh?
Yeah, any kind of game. But mostly, you got to look at the big trending ones, Call of Duty and all that other shit. If you look to the right, you'll see violent gun deaths per 100,000 people in 2017. You can see that Japan and South Korea have little to none, while we are the only country in this entire study here that even makes an impact here. I mean, everybody else, you got...
What could it be?
What could it be?
My nephew posted the same thing online.
There you go.
And this is violent gun data from the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation, video games revenue data, which not include hardware sales, from Newzoo, a gaming analytics company.
There you
go. So, yeah, this is something I wanted to bring up because it's the same shit. I mean, your generation had to deal with the music and all that other
rock and roll. It's going to rot your brain, and it's the
They're going to have to pry my 1984 Pac-Man from my cold dead hand.
No shit.
Yeah. My nephew put it good. He said, this is the way to put it. He said, most people, when they're playing those video games, know that that's not real life.
Exactly.
Unless you have a mental illness and you think you're in the game.
But even with mental
Well,
illnesses, even on that
You know
regard,
what?
there's so many people out there that get so much help from video games, whether they're violent or not. It's like,
well,
Yeah.
there is no mental illness that causes racism.
that is true.
There's no mental illness out there that's going
It
to cause
is
that
taught.
kind of.
It is taught.
Yes,
It is taught.
yes,
It is
that's what.
something
That's
that
how
is
come
taught.
I've always admitted that we're never going to get rid of those cockroaches, because one cockroach
Listen,
out there is,
the
is teaching his
video
little
game
kid that.
scenario,
Yeah.
the video games and the mental health, these are all standard NRA
talking points. That's
that
exactly
the
right.
Republican Party has
Uses every
adopted.
time. Every time there's a
You know,
mass shooting
These are dog whistles
or
to the
gun
white
violence is
supremacists.
discussed, that's what they bring out. You know.
Really quick, I want to welcome Jen to the call. How's it going, Jen?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing pretty fair.
There you go.
Fair. Just
Jen is one of our moderators. Glad to see you here, darling.
Glad to be here.
You doing all right? Well, Travis just asked you that.
Yeah.
But
Once again, ADD. I'm telling you guys. Dad's got
What the
ADD.
hell?
Travis, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Velda.
I can't hear you, Velda.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
fucking trip. See, ADD, people. Goddamn.
What?
I've been having problems going in and out, so I won't be saying much tonight. But I did see your rant this afternoon. Well, and it was wonderful.
Well, you sound fantastic right now.
Yes, you do, brother.
Yes, you
Sound
do.
good.
That's because Wayne's not playing on the TV right now.
Well, you're not sharing internet?
Right now, he's got the internet on the TV paused.
Oh, man.
Okay, cool.
Well,
There you go.
let that man
There you
have
go.
his TV. I'm not worth that much, baby.
Oh.
I'm tickled to death. I have one viewer, baby. I'm pleased with it. I'm very much. Born in the South, thankful I wasn't raised to be a racist. Karen Opit. There you go. You know, it's
Thank
not a
you.
thing about where you're born. It's who you're born to. Who
It's
are your
what you're
parents?
taught.
That's right. If you turn out to be a racist little asshole, gee, thanks mom and dad, because that's who took you there. You know.
But then again, I mean, I
Nine
fully,
times out of 10,
I
would
fully
say. I'm
agree.
sorry.
No, I
If
fully
there
agree.
might be one occasion where people raised them up good and they went out and found a sour note and
Yeah, well, no,
There
that's
you
what I
go.
was gonna say. Is to be fair,
Well,
I
that
mean,
explains it.
it is a big thing. You know, I'm not saying otherwise at all because it is a thing.
Yeah.
But you know, at some point or another, when you become a young adult, you do get a mind of your own, and you can make the choice of, am I being an asshole or not? I mean, it can happen. You know, if you're raised to be a certain way, it's like if you're raised to be heavily religious. At one point,
Yeah.
the child who grows up to be a young adult can realize, well, wait a minute, this is not my life. This is not my lifestyle. I don't want no part of this.
Sure. That
So,
happens.
you know.
I stand corrected.
But I'm not saying that parents ain't a big thing to point out, because that is a huge issue too. So, because that's just the idea that it's
Travis,
they think it's okay
Travis?
to bring that shit up. Yes.
you know what? You're absolutely right. At some point in life, everybody has to claim their own footsteps.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
we
Oh,
usually
baby.
say
Yeah.
that's when you're an adult. Okay, you claim your own footsteps. You lay footsteps in this world, those belong to you. But
Indeed.
I'm telling you, with this race thing,
Yeah.
this racist thing is totally different. It is something that's bred from childhood. It has been in our nation for a long
It's taught.
time.
It's not born.
It is what has governed and ruled this country for a long time. And what you see right now is old white man fearing the browning of America
Well,
and them losing power.
they might as
And
well
that's
get
why
used to
they're
it, baby.
hoarding
It's
money
gonna happen anyway.
and they're doing the things that they're doing. That's why. He's one of them.
Yeah.
45 is one of them. I will never claim this man to be my president. I
baby.
did not vote for this
No,
shit.
I like my shirt
Okay?
I wore earlier
That-
today. Not my
That
president,
shirt
baby.
you had on
Yeah.
was dope, just
I'm
like the other
telling you.
one you wrote the wore
We
the
have
other
some
day.
fantastic
Okay?
family members that have sent me some T-shirts I just love, and I
Yeah.
love to wear them because it just lets you know when I'm coming in the store or going to the post office or going to the
John, let me tell
wherever
you
I-
something.
You
You
know
got
where
the-
I stand, baby.
You got the biggest cojones I know to wear shirts like that in a red state.
Well, you know,
Okay.
to be honest now, Bernadette, I got to be honest. Corpus Christi is more blue, is a blue city, but I do live out in the edges. But
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
The
It's blue where I live, but I live on the fringe too. And I know exactly what you're talking about.
There you
And you
go.
know what? I have my T-shirts, and I wish there's something that black people say. This is the black people saying, okay? I'm gonna hip y'all to what's up, okay?
Let me know. baby.
I wish they would. I wish somebody would comment on the shirts that I have, because I have one that
Oh,
says
yeah.
Bernie. It's a Bernie T-shirt that says Bernie because fuck this shit. Okay.
There you go.
And
baby.
I have another one that is the continent of Africa with the African flag that says motherland.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would say something or comment
Yeah.
about my
Yeah,
shirt.
my wife always
because
worries
I
about
will start that conversation and they will walk away wondering what the hell did she
That's it,
say.
baby. You know, my wife worries about it, but I always tell her, I'm not going to get in a fight, baby. I'm going to whip out my phone because I want this on video, baby. If he gets into an argument with me, shit, let's talk facts. Let's talk about
But-
what's going on.
But I guess I exude too much confidence, and I have been told that I intimidate people. I try not to. I'm trying to walk in peace as much as I possibly can on this planet.
Well, we all need to do that, Bernadette, but we can't. You walk in peace, but what is that old
I
thing?
walk in peace,
but carry
but
a big
I
stick,
won't be
baby,
walked
and the
on
big stick is
ever
knowledge.
again.
The
I
big
will
stick
not
is,
be walked
no,
on.
baby, don't let nobody walk on you. I said it today. When you are a member of this Blue Dot family, if you are a liberal, if you are a snowflake, whatever they want to call us over there, be proud of that. Let that shine through. If it took getting into leotards and dancing in a field of daisies, I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't really give a shit. Yeah. Oh, I'd love it. Get that tiptoe through the tulips guy out here. Or the music.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah,
Come
Tiny
on.
Tim.
How do you not know Tiny
I know
Tim's
who Tiny
name?
Tim is.
Jeez.
And because I do, I wear it as a badge of honor because it is the side of this political
You
argument.
might not have watched laughing that much.
That's it. Very
I pay
interesting.
good money to see you on
Yeah.
a pair of leotards.
There you go.
All right, next challenge after the Naruto
Yeah, well,
run.
you better get the Naruto run done. Get that done
I got
before
a
we
good
talking
one.
about
I got a
putting
good
leotards
one.
on.
I could just see it with the cowboy hat.
Yeah. Yeah, and me standing there going, "You got something to say about it, bub?" Ah, shit.
With a tutu on.
Hi, Deborah Gerlach. How you doing, darling? I see you out there. I just want to say hello to the family one day.
I saw a protest sign today, and it fits perfect. It'll be a perfect T-shirt. It said, "President Cheetah, we're not Toledo."
Yeah, no
Okay.
shit.
There you go.
No shit. That tells you everything about the man. If he can't even get the name of the city, standing in front of a camera,
That's twice now he's done that.
That's just
That's twice.
his ignorance
during an
is
emergency.
abundant.
He's a fucking 8-year-old boy.
That's
He's got
what
a
he
mind of an
is.
8-year-old boy.
That's what he
No.
is, and the right clings
No,
to him
he-
like he's
no,
some
he's
god.
not. No, he's not. He's a
Yeah, right.
73-year-old man. He's a 73-year-old man. He is not a child. I will not put this off on a child because
Shit,
I
no,
love the
child-
children.
yeah.
They're innocent.
Yeah,
He's
children
just
are.
dumb as
The children are
He
innocent.
is.
This
He's
is a
as dumb as a
grown-ass
box.
man acting this way, and he can't get the town right. That's twice he's done that.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter to him the name of the town.
He doesn't care.
He
As long
doesn't
as it
care.
doesn't affect him.
His wife wore the jacket. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't
Do
care.
you?
Do you? Yeah, that's
In all fairness, Joe Biden said that it was in Michigan, not Ohio.
Yes, he did. You got to put that blame where it goes. He
Yes.
surely did. He said Michigan
And I will tell you something. I bet you Joe Biden would come out and say, "Hey, you know what?
yeah,
I made a mistake."
That's right. That's the difference. He would come
That's
out and say,
the
"I'm
difference.
sorry, I misspoke." Donnie, he ain't gonna apologize for nothing
Ever.
He doesn't give a shit. He's not gonna say sorry. It's a weakness. Really?
Yeah,
It's
doesn't
a sign
affect
of
him.
it.
He don't care.
Yeah, it's a sign of integrity.
Between Dayton, Ohio, and El Paso, Texas today, he went back to being Twitter Trump.
Yeah, there you
He
go.
showed us what he is.
Yeah.
He ain't about uniting this country.
No,
he told
no.
Beto, he told a grown ass man to be quiet.
Yeah,
How the
yeah.
hell does he do that?
Well, not only
That
that,
shit pissed me off.
he threw in that little Beto, and then in parentheses, he's trying to make himself sound Hispanic or something. He's had that
that's
nick.
a
Yeah,
fake
Trump
He
is such a
did
little
it throughout
dick.
the whole damn tweet.
He's
He
had that
did it-
nickname.
He
There's a
did it through the whole
yes,
tweet.
he does it to everybody. He's an ignorant little shit, is what he is. He acts like Beto. There's a picture of Beto when he was about 5 or 6 years old. I don't know. He's got a T-shirt on that says Beto. That's his nickname all his life in El Paso. And Donnie wants to use it like, oh, it's some kind of slur because, he's just using that just to try to get the Hispanic vote. Are you shitting me, you little turd?
Here's the thing, though, and I just got to say this because I, looking around the internet like I shouldn't have been doing earlier today.
Right.
The thing is there's a science behind why he says the things that he does. And we
Yes.
all need to keep in mind that he's doing a lot of this shit on purpose. Because if you
Yes.
read a lot of his tweets, you go reading through the comments, you would be surprised at both how many people agree with him and how many people disagree with him. But the thing is for example, he knows it gets us worked up. His fan base knows it gets us worked up. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be worked up over these things because they are asinine. They are ignorant and stupid and foul. But the thing is we need to be angry about the things that are actually taking place. I'm not saying we can't, but for example, like Mitch McConnell not doing his job and the reason why we can't pass shit, that's something we really need to be focusing our anger on. Something with Trump being insensitive and all these Republican congressmen blaming video games and not the guns. These are things that, you know, we really need to focus our anger on. But all the little bullshit petty name calling that he does, that's just Trump, and you know, it doesn't faze me as much anymore. It doesn't surprise me anymore. It's when I read his shit, it's like, it's just another fucking day. You know, if I get worked up, if I get angry at every little thing he tweets, I think I'd be dead.
You'd be like me. You'd
I'd
be like you. You'd be pissed off all day long.
He uses those things to get him the attention that he so desperately has to have. And
exactly.
That's pretty much the extent of it.
Well said, Andy.
Okay,
why we were...
Yes, but as intelligent people on this planet, we need to learn to respond and not react to his bullshit.
Okay, while he was in Dayton...
that's what he expects all the time, is a reaction. That's why he does
give it to him.
What were you going to say,
get
Velda?
a reaction.
Today, while he was in El Paso and Dayton, ICE went to Mississippi. Went to 6 towns and picked up 680 people. Put them on buses and hauled them off. Okay. Now, those
From
people
their
are going to
jobs.
go, from their jobs, and they left their children at home. You know, there's some, parents that single family parents. But the thing is, they're going to go into those camps at $745 a day, right?
Making money, baby.
That's $506,600 just for 7 days.
Jesus Christ.
That's I mean, that's excuse me. That was for 1 day. Times 7 days, that's $3,546,200.
And that's why they do it.
That's it, baby. It's a business. They look at it as that. Before I get carried away, Bob Shalis, I want to thank you for subscribing, buddy. We appreciate that. And I want to thank Claudia Garcia, who just made a nice PayPal donation. I get notifications over here. So
yeah.
There you go. So we want to thank Claudia Garcia, baby. What was that?
What was that, Bob?
At 750 a person, I'll take 5 of them here.
Yeah, me too.
No kidding.
You know, at that price, what I always say is, at that price, you can put them up at La Quinta and have them room service. Are you shitting me?
Right?
Why are you putting them in cages? Put them in the motels. Let's spar some business up here.
It's all our racket.
Yes.
Around
well, I'm telling you, there are people that will.
People in 745, and I'll be happy.
No shit. I'll treat them real nice too. They'll be happy to be here.
They'll think they're in a luxury hotel.
Yeah, no shit.
Mom has great cooking, goddammit.
Yeah, my wife cooks great. We
at that price we can afford to order out every night.
Every damn night, shit. You could call that, what is that service?
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats or Grubhub or something. Yeah. You could have
it all,
baby.
I need a government contract or something.
Our ex-chief of staff for the White House is one of those persons who makes that kind of money on a daily basis. John Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
So does this boys.
Yeah. Yep. I'm telling you.
And plus, she gets money for adopting out illegally and babies illegally.
If there is a way to make money, there are people that can run any system that the government has. They can jump in there and they know the ropes, they know the laws, they know everything. They jump right in there and start cashing in on it.
They have been practicing it for years.
Yes.
On Black America.
On all of us, baby. On all of us.
Yeah.
You ought to see it like after disasters. It's ridiculous. How much is wasted that could go to to the victims
it's
and
like
stuff.
All the
Go ahead.
It's like all the FEMA trailers. There were hundreds of them here in Arkansas to be dispersed.
Yeah.
Okay. All they had to do with those FEMA trailers is maintain them.
Yeah, they didn't do that, did they?
And so After Katrina, they sold them off for pennies on the dollar. We could have picked one up in town for $2,000.
Yeah.
Big deal, right? Not that much. They cost originally about $10,000.
That's what I was fixing to say.
Okay.
You go to the RV park or seller and try to buy one. They're not that cheap. But
anyways, then we had another hurricane a couple of years later down in Florida, and a lot of people lost their houses. They could have taken those mobile homes and taken them down there because they're mobile. They transport.
Yeah, and people get paid good money to transport them all over the place. That's what I mean. There's a niche in every disaster, every heartbreak in America. There's somebody there that's cashing in on it. There's somebody there that knows, oh, I can make some money off of this. You know, and that's it. And that is the capitalistic system. And the problem with the capitalistic system is that we try to apply it to social programs like healthcare. You know, that kind of shit. It just doesn't work.
Those home. Another thing they could have been used for is for people who were homeless.
Yes. Yes. If you look at the empty property across the United States, you know, how could any of us look at that and not think to ourselves, damn, you know how many homeless people we could put up in that building? You know, and they just lay there and I mean, you know, nobody does anything. They rot away, they deteriorate, and that's it. There is so much that we could do in this country. We don't because we're
local counties and things like that decided that maybe having tiny houses would be a good thing. A lot of people could get into the homes.
I've tried to think of how to get into,
but
to make that a thing.
The reason why they don't is because they tax the property with the house on it. And how much are you going to tax a tiny house?
How about this? How about we give a tax exemption to those kind of projects like the tiny home villages that we've seen across the country in various places, instead of giving a big tax cut to the corporation for 20 years. Oh, you don't have to pay taxes for 20 years here. We'll put that burden on the tax idea, on the taxpayers of the county. And that's what they're going to do. You know, they say it's to make a deal.
Let people have some dignity.
Yeah.
Let people have
like
some
Jeff
dignity
Bezos, really?
again.
You know, he is so filthy rich, and you're going to make cities bid over who's going to get your business. Why don't you park your damn business where it would do the most good? And he's got enough money he's got money out the wazoo. Like that. What's wrong with that guy? He's got money out the wazoo, and they don't think straight. You know, I listened to a guy not long ago, and he was talking about that when Bezos was talking about where he's going to put headquarters. Put the son of a bitch in Kansas, right in the middle of the world, you know, and give that to an area that needs development, you know, that kind of stuff. But no, you know, people like Bezos is going to work New York against any other town to try to get the best deal with no taxes ever. And that's what kills a community, you know, because somebody's got to pay them taxes. And if they ain't paying them, guess who is? You know, it's pitiful. Anyway, that's my thought. You know, it's just...
Yeah, they started one of those little tiny home communities here in Colorado, and they said it's really working out well.
Yeah. Well, my wife would love to live in a tiny home herself. And I'm starting to think that'd be a great idea. You know, we lived
and then have a shop as big as a house, right?
There you go, baby. Somewhere to park. Somewhere to park the house. You know, for 3 years we lived for 3 years in a 26-foot RV. Me, my wife, my two dogs, my parrot, and
gee, I don't know those two kids of yours.
Oh yeah, them too. They was there. I knew that I was missing somebody. And I loved it.
Your two-legged pets, right?
Yeah, my two-legged pets when they was little, when they was little.
Love you, Travis.
Love you too, Velda.
But I look at that time as that, you know, the family experiences we had during that time, although financially hard and difficult, as far as the family went, it just strengthened us. It made us closer. You know, you live in the 26-foot box for 3 years, all of you. You have a tendency to be real close. And, and we were lucky.
And the kids will remember that it's the best time of their lives.
Yeah, that's all they knew. It was vacation. Look, we're going everywhere. Shit, yeah.
It never has felt the same, and any time I've ever traveled since, which wasn't too often. I mean, I've had a few big trips, but you know, in comparison to doing it every day, there's always been something that felt missing. You know, I do like to travel, so you know, I like the idea of doing the van thing, like what I mean, me and Tyler would like to do that, get a van and just go around somewhere one day. And
you know those. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was literally just, that was it. I don't know what I was gonna tag at the end there. I was just starting to phase out. Go ahead.
Envy wants one of those gypsy wagons that you can pull behind a car.
Oh yeah.
And then go to all the fairs and do face painting and palm reading.
There you go.
There you go.
A little teardrop. A friend of ours, Deborah.
No, it looks like the old-fashioned gypsy gypsy
yeah,
trailer.
like a wagon. Like a gypsy wagon, yeah. Boy, how shit. There you go. That would be fun. And you see, there are a lot, if you go to Google up homemade RVs, you wouldn't believe some of them. You know, they got a back.
Some of them look better than some of the RVs that they come out with now.
I know it.
I got a pop-up trailer for my motorcycle.
There you go. There you go. I like that idea, Lone Wolf.
Yeah, it's sitting out there. I washed it today.
Is that right? I saw somebody up in Rapid City, South Dakota, had a nice ride, and right behind it was this little trailer. When he pulled up, I thought, oh, look at there, you got a little trailer. And man, that thing started to unfold. And buddy, I want you to know that's a full damn size RV he had there. Just had to start flopping things out and putting the tents up and shit. It was pretty comfy in there. I spoke to him for a while. I liked that little tent. That was the plan anyway.
I got our truck back today.
Oh, did you? Is it running good?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I got to take it back to the shop because the check engine light came on. But that's okay.
Yeah. Well, that could be anything. A sensor.
Home.
You know.
Filter
right.
I got news for you. Mine's been on for years.
That's a gas cap.
I'm done trying to find out what's causing it, but you know.
I got an offer on it today too.
On the big truck?
On my on my little on my pickup.
Okay.
My 3/4 ton.
Yeah.
Anyways, got an offer on it, and I'm going. No, I kind of want my truck.
Yeah.
But it cost me $4,100.
At the repair shop.
$4,140, and I says I'll make it $4,200 just to have you drive it out and pick up your money.
Yeah.
They brought it out.
There you go.
Yeah, and I says, and I want a freebie. And the guy goes, huh? I go, yeah. It's been sitting for a year, and I can't get out and wash it. I want a car. I want it washed.
Washed. Yeah, don't bring me a dirty truck.
They did. They cleaned it up and polished it, and it looks almost brand new.
Aren't you proud of it?
Damn.
There you go, baby.
Yes.
I'm proud of mine. I paid for mine. It's mine. I love it. It's just, that's the best thing I just don't have a payment on anymore. After 6 freaking years.
Any customer who spends that much on their cars, they automatically get delivery service and automatically get a complete portering job.
They
on
should.
The vehicle. That's just insensitive on the shops.
That's just good business. It's good business.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't care if they brought it out here. I'm considered it to bring it out, money to pay for them to bring it out, or considered it a tip.
Yeah.
Because they didn't rake me over the coals for anything.
Well, that's good.
That's good, and that's shocking, honestly.
Yeah.
And knowing them, they probably, they got everything done, but they forgot to clear the codes.
And that's what he's thinking. So, though, that's why they wants me to bring it back into the shop, and he'll put it up on the thing tomorrow and see what's going on.
Buddy Davis says disconnect the negative battery terminal, wait a few minutes, and the codes will clear, and the check engine light will go out.
No, that it doesn't work that way.
No, I was fixing to say I've had my battery out. That didn't work. It's still there. But that light could come on for a minor sensor or something. You know.
You can have a spider crawl up the vent tube for the gas gas vapor system.
Yeah,
and build a nest and throw a code.
That light's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing.
Fart in our car and the light
as
comes
long
on.
as I know I got that oil right, I watch that temperature. I'm keeping an eye on her. No leaks underneath or nothing. So.
The check engine system is a good system.
Oh,
and the reason for that is that the vast majority of consumers, Americans, Germans, English, I don't care who they are, don't know squat about
No.
cars, don't know when to get the thing serviced, and anything in the car that will make them keep it serviced so that we don't have to breathe its junk is a good thing.
Is a good thing. That's true.
They had to replace the belt on the fan to get the air conditioning to work, and they did not have to add any coolant to it.
Well, outstanding.
And
there.
the guy goes, by the way, your serpentine belt is dry and cracking. I said, change it.
There you go.
It should be automatically done every 5 years.
And put the spare one in the back of my car, in the back seat.
There you go.
I'll use it as a spare if I get broke down someplace. I've got one to put on out in the middle of nowhere.
You know what I got? A roll of a big roll of electrical tape.
I got a phone.
Yeah, you got a
I
phone.
thought
That's
you
the
were
best
gonna
thing
say
to
duct
say.
tape.
No, believe it or not, I've made it work. Electrical tape, not duct tape. Electrical tape is a little bit elastic to it and very strong. And if you have a big old roll, if you bust a belt, well, you pick the ones that mean a lot. You got to keep your water pump moving, your harmonic. Yeah, you go around your harmonic, water pump. Got a generator, got to keep that going. Go all around the ones that need, and just keep doing that, around and around and around. Just let it, stack up, and it'll get you to town. You can't run on it forever, but it'll get you to town.
You could run it on a pair of nylons.
There you go. Yeah, that would work.
Find somebody still wears nylons.
You're out there with your date. Maybe I need them nylons. I told my daddy I wasn't taking them off. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but nylons would work.
Wears nylon?
Yeah, really. Anybody wear them anymore?
They're too damn hot.
Yeah.
Especially in this area.
I just never tried on a pair, I guess. Who's that?
You're missing it.
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath, yep. Yeah, my legs ain't as pretty as Joe Namath's. Couldn't get away with it.
Put on a pair of nylons. They might be.
Hey, David
Let
Robertson.
us know how they are, John.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
Travis, Mitch
You
is
got
not
something?
Yeah. I'm getting to it in just a second.
Okay.
Keep him on his toes, brother. I'm telling you. Well, I'm telling you it's I keep thinking to myself of what we can do. As a family, we can vote. We know we can vote. We know we can use our voice. And I applaud Buddy Davis for stepping up and doing his first video today.
It's when as closer it gets to voting to 2020, the violence is going to escalate, and they're going to try and scare people so much they won't come out of their houses to vote.
I'm sure that's part of the tactic of somebody's try to scare people away from the voting booth.
I'll be shocked if we don't see that.
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to advocate for everybody to get mail in the ballots. And mail in.
Paper ballot, yeah.
Paper ballots and mail them in.
Pretty popular in the Northwest.
Well, that's how come we're all concerned about that because again, Mitch McConnell ain't doing a squat thing about legislation to protect the voting system in this country, and that should tell us something. That should tell us all something. Mitch McConnell is he's got to go. That guy, I don't care if you call him Moscow Mitch, Massacre Mitch. He's a dick. He doesn't why is puckered up his face is he keeps his asshole so tightened up, I guess. He is.
And bless his heart, he's got a busted flipper and can't bring the session.
At least that's what he said.
That's a crock of horse shit if I ever heard.
I think you're right.
It's like when they said that, it's like, did he fall on his head? Because that would only change things.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Maybe he uses that flipper to swing the gavel.
He can't bring the Senate to order because he can't swing the hammer. I wouldn't doubt if it's some stupid little freaking excuse. Shit, I'm old and I hurt myself all the time. Does that stop me from getting up and doing my job? Hell no.
Well, you're not quite 114 years old like that old bastard.
He is. He's been in office about that long too, and he needs to go.
Yeah,
The guy's only out of fart and dust. He shouldn't even be up there.
No.
I think it bathes in the blood of virgins every once a year.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's evil.
Yeah.
He's
He is.
fucking
He's evil. He is. He is. And the sad thing is, him and Donnie share that one thing in common. They don't give a shit what you think.
And hates that whole Moscow Mitch thing.
Yes, he does. That does bother him. So don't forget to send your postcard to anybody out there listening. You can send it to Moscow Mitch at the Russell Senate Office Building at 317 Delaware Avenue Northeast in Washington, D.C. with the zip code 20510. Moscow Mitch. Send him a card, baby. Let him know how you think. We appreciate you, Moscow Mitch, bitch. That's what he is. I'm telling you. We have to do something.
Find one with those little hats or something.
Yeah.
Oh, all them bags full of that are just going in the trash, right?
Yeah, well, take a picture of it and send it over there to Blue Dot Family, to the John Burdeville Speaks Blue Dot Family page. They're having a contest over there, so if you fill out one of those postcards and send it to Mitch, let them know. You might win you a T-shirt.
That's their competition. Not
That's
ours.
their,
Just we always got to make that disclaimer, because if you got any questions on that, it's not. We're not doing it.
I'm not doing the thing they are. We're trying to.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of John Burdeville.
Yeah, that's
side effects. Side effects may include nausea, death.
Yeah,
that was a really good voice.
That was. Andy used to do that for a living, I believe.
Andy Pagoda.
I still do that once in a while. Don't tell anybody, though. Nobody wants to hear that crap.
Shit, man. You got a voice for that crap. Yeah.
I like your voice.
Yes. Andy's got a good voice.
Oh,
yes, he does.
Thank you. It's old and worn out now, but I still try to use it every once in a while. My wife wishes to keep my mouth shut.
That's when radio was a thing, Andy. So, hey, you're doing good, dude. I enjoy your voice, okay?
I've got a face for radio, too. You really don't want to see that if you haven't.
That's me.
Hey, Andy, a voice like yours gets finer with like wine.
There you go. How sweet.
But the face gets worse every day.
Hey, it's the voice that people fall in love with.
That's how I landed my wife, come to think of it. All of them.
Is that right? You know how I met my wife?
I've been married a whole bunch of times. I know all about it.
She poured me a beer. She worked in a restaurant. And I went up to get me a beer, and she took my glass and she took it over to the spout, and I got about 2 inches of beer and about 6 inches of foam. I looked right at her and I said, "Just the way I like it, thank you, darling." And
you the one for me, sweet pea.
That's it, baby. I wouldn't care what that beer looked like. Oh, it's perfect, thank you. Yeah, I chased her for a little bit before I finally got her. But, she was an elusive little thing. I don't know.
Those are the best kind of meat.
They are. Well, 41 years, so we're still cooking it, baby. We're still cooking it.
You must have did something right.
She puts up with me. What can I say? Credit goes to her, not me. I barely kept her in Dr. Peppers and in groceries all these years, so
Well, they must have did something right.
I'm sure it wasn't my money. She didn't marry me for the money. That's for damn sure. So, but
I don't hear her bitching in the background, so you've done it right.
No, she still stays with me. She reminds me. I tell her all the time how lucky I am, and she reminds me. Yes, you are. Okay, just
Smart woman.
Yes, she is. She has taken care of me. I can't live without her tea, and as her son just pointed out, she's a great cook. Takes care of all of us.
I may or may not be on next Thursday.
Oh, what's up? Gonna leave
Wayne
us?
goes.
Go cheat on us?
Wayne.
Got another show you're gonna go to, Belda?
Nope. Wayne's going in the hospital Thursday morning.
Oh shit! What's up with Wayne?
And he's going to get one of those little tiny capsules that they're going to take and run up his from his leg all the way up into his heart and drop it right down in the bottom of his heart. And it's going to grab a hold of the heart muscle in there, and it's his new pacemaker.
Are you?
I was going to say they give me 10 of those a month, but it's the wrong kind of pill. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he's got to be in. He's got to be in there 24 hours, just to make sure that the the stitch in the artery from the groin leg and in the groin closes up really good, and then they'll send him home.
Gonna run a wire up inside you and drop a pill in your heart, and you get to go home the next day.
Yep.
That's a lot more non-invasive, as they call it.
Right.
Sounds pretty invasive to my ass.
That my mother got.
Yeah, that's pretty still invasive. I think it's like
dropping something inside my heart. Yeah, that's invasive.
Well, regardless of how invasive it is, we wish him the absolute best.
Yes,
and,
we do, baby.
Yes, we do.
No, it matters. It matters because it's about the recuperation time. When my mother got her pacemaker, they cracked her chest open. Okay, they don't do it like that anymore, and that's impressive. And I do hope that your husband goes through it.
Oh, he's gonna do it because he's too damn ornery to do anything else.
All right then.
He's gonna go to up the hospital, and they're gonna call him Jesus because they're gonna say, "Are you back again?"
Again? Well, howdy.
Again.
I try to stay away from them places, them hospitals.
They're not fun.
No, they're not.
No.
I have a problem even sleeping on white sheets. I don't even like white sheets. I
don't either.
Colored sheets.
You mean they give you people sheets in Texas? Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, they do.
Gee,
you gotta look for the ones without the holes in them, though.
Wow, we have to save up for 6 months and get a hotel room to get sheets.
No shit.
Okay.
They give them sheets in Texas so that they don't get slivers.
Yeah, don't get
there
slivers
you
on
go.
the hardwood. That's it. No,
but then at the foot of the bed in Texas, on those sheets, there's wear marks from those spurs.
I was hospitalized for a long period of time, and I was, I just get near a hospital, and I just don't like it. Let me out. So,
I feel your pain.
That's it, baby. I don't like to hang around. Y'all done with this shit? I'm ready to go. If I can walk, I'm ready to go. So,
yep.
That's it.
Me out of here.
Yeah.
When I was in the service and in the hospital, they gave me a wheelchair, and within 30 minutes, I went AWOL.
There you go. That's it. I hate to admit
They found me down at the NCO club, drunker than a skunk, boy.
They had me in the heart. I shouldn't tell this story. It tells a bad story. They had me in the hospital. In the heart unit there, and they had all these machines hooked up to my ass and all this shit, but they were portable. I finally got, you can walk around, John.
Wait a minute, your heart's in your ass?
Yeah, well, really, yeah. Well, they could unplug this shit. It was battery operated, but it had a signal. When I left the floor, they left the floor. And anyway, my doctor got a little pissed when he came by, and I was down there in the smoking area smoking a cigarette with my heart machine.
Oh.
Yeah, he got after me. What the hell are you doing down here? I don't know. I'm quitting though, baby. I am. For all of y'all that don't know, and some of y'all do know, I've been a smoker all my life. Not good, and I have recently, I've recently just almost quit. I've almost quit because I'm vaping, and I went to vaping.
I smoked for 45 years. I quit 2 years ago.
I'm about to light one now.
I use a vape to quit, so it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I tried it before and I almost quit, but then I went back to cigarettes, so I backslid. And actually, it was David Robertson when I was up in San Antonio at the Blue Dot meeting up in San Antonio, and David had a vape, and it was a real nice vape. And I said, well, I got mine. I had just gotten an old little screw pen battery operated thing that hooked up my tank, but it wasn't working well. So when I came back from that trip, I went down and I bought me a vape, and it blows smoke out of my mouth, and I think I'm smoking. But yeah,
I'm one of those old school people, John. I still roll my own.
Do you?
Me too. And I love it.
Yes, I do. Well,
but I'd much rather have a cigar.
Well, I happen to have one right here, and it's to remind me, don't smoke this sucker. And because the last time I did, I got a cigar. Somebody gave me a cigar. Let's sit down and have a whiskey and a cigar. And we got carried away in the conversation, and I was smoking that cigar. I was huffing and puffing on it, baby. Boy, I got sick as a dog. I mean, just too much, too much. I was sitting there, we just having a ball, puffing on that thing.
That and a glass of scotch are my two favorite things on the planet.
Yeah, nice whiskey and
cigar
a cigar.
And scotch.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, that's
my thing was chewing tobacco, and when I quit, I must have peppered my food for at least 3 months.
On the way you can taste.
Well, I did.
Yeah,
for a while.
and it was like after that I started I quit completely, but it's still, it was like
that's a pretty nice looking cheroot there, John.
I used to vape a lot, but I cut back on my bean consumption, and that stopped all on its own.
This thing has really helped me. I've been doing it for a little over a month now, and because I slowed down my smoking right before I started doing the show, but when I started doing the show, I would get nervous before the show and all this stuff. I got to psych. Even now, I have to not psych myself up. But today it took me 4 takes. I did it 3 times and screwed up 3 times. There is a certain amount of stress, I guess, that goes along with this bullshit. And so yeah, I would always smoke a cigarette right before the show, and then damn right after the show, I'm trying to come down with all my anger. And so, of course, a lot of cigarette and whatnot, but it was getting to be too much, after a year or 2 years of doing this. And I could start feeling in my chest. So about a month or so ago is when I really started thinking I got to quit this shit. And then when I went to San Antonio, that was it.
And when you spend so much time on camera like you do, you really don't want people to see you doing it.
No. Are you kidding me? We posted a picture of me. I was on the side of the road. We was working on Travis's car. They broke down.
Oh yeah, I remember
somebody.
that.
Rose had taken a picture of me.
Cigarette in your mouth.
There you go. I had a cigarette in my mouth, and oh my God, open the floodgates,
Christ.
baby! I got a lot of mail. John, I can't believe you smoke. It is. I've been addicted to cigarettes all my life. I guess I smoked when I was very young, probably about 14 years old is when I started. And I'm surprised I'm in as good a health as I am in. But
I do it because cocaine got too expensive.
Yeah, no shit. You can't afford that crap.
Something to do.
No.
Well, with everybody.
No, I tried cocaine. The only thing it ever did for me is suck money out of my wallet. That's the only thing it ever did for me.
But I loved it. It was delicious at one time.
At one time, I thought it was.
Never impressed.
Ain't it something when you stop and look back at your life and you go, damn, how stupid could you have been?
Why do I feel like I have to intervene here and be like, hi, my name's Travis. I started vaping 2 weeks ago.
Yes, he did. He did.
No, but the thing is I started CBD.
CBD.
But then, because Dad got me this pineapple CBD stuff, and I was like, this is really good, but I don't want to just go through my CBD. A friend of mine lent me his one of his leftover vapes, so I got flavored juice in here to try to cut back on how much sweets.
Him's got cherry.
No, this is Devil's Fruit Punch Bowl.
Devil's Punch Bowl or
something like that. It's mint and fruity.
You know what mine has in it? Nothing. No flavor. No nothing. Not even the tobacco cigarette flavor thing. It's got. It's pure vape
You got
juice.
some CBD in there.
I did. Y'all gave me a little CBD oil, and I put a little CBD in there.
Yeah.
But
that's the best stuff on the planet there.
I'm telling you that, and here I was under the assumption I told this that I thought, well, shit, I smoke pot. Surely I'm getting the CBD out of there. No. It's not. There's not as much
all
CBD.
I know is if I'd have known I was going to live this long, I'd taken a hell of a lot better care.
I would have, baby. I did not. I'll tell you what. From the time I was about 16, maybe it was 15. Yeah, 15. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, my longevity wasn't promised anymore.
Jerky flavored or any of that, I'm in.
They do, baby. They do. I bet you go up there and get it up there and macaroni and cheese flavor, I guess. They got every
flavor, yeah.
They got every flavor in the world. I kept telling that guy, no, I don't want nothing.
Yeah, but then I give him some of the cherry that Rose got,
I took
and
the
you're
heel
like,
off of yours, and it was like, that's pretty good.
I think I can do that.
I could do that for a little while.
Well, they had it in the Lay's potato chip flavor. They got pepperoni.
There you go.
There
you go.
Sourdough cinnamon.
But it does. I've cut way back. I can make a pack of cigarettes last now 3 days, You know, and for me, I was up to a pack and a half a day, 2 packs almost a day, and you can't afford that shit. You know, I can't buy.
I'll be back in just a minute.
I went from $200 a month in cigarettes to $7.50 in vape juice.
There you go. There you go. It's you know, a lot of people, I don't know, might not like the vaping, but yeah, it's a whole lot better than cigarettes. I'm telling you.
Yeah, really that's been all the money on. That's been all the extra money on marijuana.
Well, there's an idea. You know, do it the Willie way, baby. Willie Nelson, in his book, you can read there. Willie rolled up 20 joints and put them in a cigarette pack, and that was it. That's how he quit smoking. I thought, wow, that's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah, where can I buy 20 joints at now? Shit. Yep.
Just buy one vape.
Well, that's what they're doing now. They're vaping this shit now. They got the pen there. You got a little capsule there. They puff, and are you shitting me?
Convenient to carry. Convenient to keep on the side.
You can't smell that shit.
You can't. Yeah, you can't smell it, and it's pretty economical considering how much high you get.
Well, it's called hash oil.
Yeah, hash oil, I guess. Ain't that some shit? They sell it in stores over there. They sell it in stores.
A lot of good that did. I went in to wake her up. She says, "Come get me at 10."
Ah, there you go. She gets another hour. She hit the snooze button.
No, she gets 15 minutes here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're 15. Are you the snooze button?
I guess I am. I don't. She knocked the hell out of me. I guess that means I'm the snooze button.
That'll work.
There you go. What were you gonna say, Jen?
Nothing important. Let it go.
No. Okay.
The doctor is prescribing me Syntex, whatever that is.
Is it Chantix?
Yes, for quitting smoking.
Oh, Chantix?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I had that,
Jen. I'm interested in that.
It helped.
I use the nicotine gum.
Syntex is explosive, which will also get you to quit.
The reason she had to, I didn't get it, the prescription the other day, was because she was making sure it didn't have the same reaction as Prozac. Because I turned into Mommy Dearest from hell.
Oh. Yeah. Mommy take a pill for that.
Mom.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That Prozac turned to me evil.
Right. Oh, it does.
No more wire hangers ever.
Yeah. Ever. Yeah, I didn't go to the pill thing. I figured if I'm going to quit, the vaping would be the way to go, or just cut cold turkey.
I've done the vape. I've done the gum. I've done everything. This is my last chance.
Yeah, well, then go after it.
And I've done the cold turkey too.
And it just... Yeah. Oh, I quit for a long time. That's what I said. I quit lots of times. I don't have a problem quitting. I quit all the time. I quit for a long period of time, and then had a crisis in my life, and thought that was the only freaking cigarette, and that's what you go to. And
you know what got me to quit the longest? Cold turkey was my heart attack.
That would be a convincer. You know.
Just think about it, folks.
Yeah, it is,
and I am. I quit cold turkey because I decided I was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Well, that's it. You know, I notice it wears me out all the time, and really, the only cigarette I'm having a hard time getting rid of right now, right after I eat. It's like Jesus.
That's a hard one.
That is. It's a hard one to
tell Mama to make you some good dessert.
Yeah.
That's when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Well,
you got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I gotta have one there too.
Oh man.
The one I'm dreading is the one that goes with that first cup of coffee in the morning.
There you go. That's the one too. Yeah.
We're hitting all the high points.
There you go. The best.
The one thing I know, it's nice to know that I have support on this page too. We all do.
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
And I do have that here too. I have it here in my life too. Marsha's, you know.
At least November 2020.
That's right. No dying. There will be no more dying in this family. We've had enough of that already. We don't need that. We need every one of you.
I hope more than a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's all hang around for as long as the hell we can.
I want to keep that White House blue for the rest of my life, and that's going to be another 40 years.
I'm smelling.
That's it. I can't go anywhere either. I haven't pissed everybody off yet.
No shit. There's a few people I haven't hit yet. I'm getting to them though. Don't worry.
Yeah, after the Civil War, we can stay blue.
I just want to live long.
And I have to go, so
I just want to live long enough just to.
Good night.
I just want to live long enough
Who's
to
leaving?
piss on Donald Trump's grave.
There you go. Amen,
Oh, Bernadette's leaving?
Good night, Bernadette.
Good.
I have to go cook.
Okay, baby. Cook up a storm. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Bernadette.
Not a problem.
All right, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jen, were you going to say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
What?
Let's see if the
Who's
good
that?
Mitch is in
Is
here.
that Mitch? Mitch
That's
is in
Mitch,
there?
but there he is. There he is.
There's Mitch.
Hi, Mitch.
Oh, look.
Hello, Mitch.
He's playing hard to get. All right, Mitch. Come on, buddy.
I was waiting for him to come and just say hi. I'm Mitch, and I'm calling.
He's probably folding an origami animal, right, as we speak. Or playing the guitar and singing music. No, we'd hear that.
Now, I could handle that.
Yeah, there you go. Did y'all hear Buddy Davis today singing?
Yes.
Oh,
wasn't that wonderful?
That was. He's a good singer. That's what he did for a living. You know.
Did you post that on your site? I didn't get a feed.
I shared it up on my line. Sure did.
He's a pro, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah. I think he was Emmy nominated at one point, if I'm not mistaken. I read his thing. Yeah, David, when you're a smoker, there's never a good time to quit. It never is. You know, you're always going to put it off to the day. But David, I'm telling you what, buddy, it was that vape that you had in your hand that motivated me to come back home and go, you know, I need to quit that shit. I want to go back to vaping, and that's it. And I did. So thank you, buddy. I appreciate it very much.
Kind of like having kids, John. If you wait until you're in a position to do it, you'll never get it done.
Never get it done. That's it. That's it. Tell Sally I said hello, David, by the way. Sally, that's David's wife. She looks like Susan Sarandon. She really does. She really does. What?
Just in case you need that, I'm going to go get my tea.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have anything to drink back here.
Well, shit. Poor planning.
What's up, Blue Dots?
What's going on, Mitch? You doing all right,
How you guys
bub?
doing? Yeah, I think so, all things considered.
Yeah. With what we're going through? Shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I was reading about Twitter has suspended Mitch McConnell's account.
Are you kidding?
Team Mitch. Nope, I'm not kidding. And you got to remember, man, I feel like I'm taking a lot of shit here because people keep saying, "Oh, Mitch is a fucking prick. And Mitch is a bitch to bitch."
Yeah.
And Moscow Mitch. And I'm like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
It's like, why couldn't this guy be named Leonard or something?
No shit. I bet it is irritating to you.
Because I'm like, God
you have to
damn,
put it up on your Facebook page or something, Mitch. Hey, I'm not the horses from Kentucky. That's some other
I
guy.
can tell you, I'm the good Mitch.
Yeah, that's what you have. He's the good Mitch, not the.
I'm the wicked. I'm the witch of the Mitch of the North.
Mitch
you
has
know,
got a
the good Mitch
voice,
of the
baby.
West.
Mitch has a voice, and he doesn't mind using it. That's what I like.
He used it good last night.
That's what I heard. I came into Discord last night. By the way, we lost the internet last night, but when it did finally come on, it was about, I don't know, 9:15, 9:30. I jumped on Discord and had a good conversation with everybody.
About 5 minutes after everybody left the room, here
I
comes
popped in.
John.
Yep.
Jump,
Yeah.
jump, jump,
Yeah, it's
jump.
me. Dollar late, day short.
And I'm
So
sitting
can I
there
ask
telling
this
everybody, John's internet is fucked up.
It
You know,
is.
just-
See, there was
we
no
had a
reason
good
for that.
time with it.
So you're telling me that this Discord chat thing runs on evenings other than the ones that you're on live?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll run whenever we go on it.
Yeah.
I had no freaking idea.
We can tag
chat
everybody
whenever we want.
and call, say, hey, meet me in Discord. I got to blow steam.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Oh
I had
man,
no
you
idea.
need to come over here and just pop in anytime.
I'm about to come in here drunk one night. We'll
There
have a lot
you
of fun.
go, baby. Come in.
Hey,
Oh, you
Hey,
mean
if
you're
you come-
sobered out?
I talk with Velda and Lone Wolf all the time during the day.
hey,
It's fun.
Phil, Andy, when you pop in, do this. And I've got it up all the time. I'll pop in the room.
I'm sorry. For some reason, I inadvertently muted the darn thing, and I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Okay, just make that sound. Like when you go on, make the sound that you go on and off, you hear. click it a few times, and anybody that's listening will pop in. I will.
Okay. Well, this is the first I've heard of this. I like it.
Oh,
I will definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
Keep up on the memos.
Travis is the one that brought me in because we started with Skype, and Skype has its own problems. And when we switched over to Discord, the sound is so much clearer. You can have a whole. Yeah.
Well, also you got to remember when we're doing it in Discord, we don't have any video interfering with Discord.
Right.
When we're on Skype, it's video and audio together, and that's where the bandwidth problems start. Just audio. If we were just a podcast, we wouldn't have any bandwidth problems at all.
Yeah, but also Microsoft owns Skype, so there goes why it's shit.
Well, it was shit before Microsoft owned them. I hate to break it to you.
Oh no!
I hate to be the one to dampen your spirits.
Nah, I don't do that.
Kissing my Cheerios.
Well, guys, as bad as I hate to do it, I'm going to bust out of here for a little while because Mama got up on her own, and I've got to take care of her before she goes to work. But it's been a
Lord,
pleasure.
she's got to go to work. She works night shift.
She's a graveyard shifter. Yes.
Oh man, our heart goes out to her, baby. I know what that shit's
One of my
like.
favorite shifts.
Oh man.
I worked graveyard for 25 years.
Yeah,
which means I've got the whole bed to myself, and I can belch and fart
all you want. Just roll around and just be all in up in it. All right, Andy Black, buddy.
Take care, Andrew.
We appreciate you, buddy, and we appreciate your voice. And go take care of Mama. We'll see you on next time. Come over to Discord anytime.
It's a pleasure. Love each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Good night.
We'll see you later. And that's
Andy.
Andy.
We're lucky.
Andy
We're
Pagoda.
lucky
You can find him under the Filthy Mouth Liberal, and he uses his voice often. So
I forget the site that he's on.
Yeah, the Filthy Mouth Liberal. Yep, that's Andy. He's he's been doing it as long as I've been doing it. So,
Yeah, damn near about.
Cassie Hicks, I wish someone would tell us how to do Discord. If you just go to your app store or whatever it is where you get your apps, and download the Discord app, in search for a blue dot in Texas. Travis has some tutorial there on how to get into the conversation, or on the link on the show. I think there's just a link that you click and you get right in here.
Yeah, that's on YouTube, unfortunately.
Yeah, oh, that's right. And we don't have YouTube. That's just killing me.
I think if you go to
Dude, man, you
Google
got
Play,
fucked.
or
Yes, it is.
Apple,
Yes, it is.
Apple, or if you go to any of them.
You're in
You
good
and
company.
Mitch McConnell.
You're in good company because Mitch got banned.
Yeah. Did he? Yeah, well, a lot of people did. David Packman got banned. There's a lot of them that got banned in the same method I did for posting.
You got to remember that YouTube is also owned by Google, as you are probably no doubt aware. Twitter is also a private company, and when you sign that terms of service, you're basically signing away your rights to your content.
Yeah, when we first
it is a private network. It is not considered to be, there's no First Amendment rights or not.
No, they can throw your ass out for anything they want.
And
Community
really
standards, and they do it all the time.
You can't sue them over it.
No, it's in the fine print.
Because you waive your right to sue them in the terms.
You can go to arbitration. Yeah.
Yogi posted something, and I haven't gotten into reading it yet. Maybe he can enlighten us. White House is reportedly drafting an order to stop social media. It's also told platforms to stop far-right terrorists.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that
See what happens.
That 4chan and 8chan,
bad.
they're trying to take that down, and as well they should. That's where a lot of that shit goes. But
don't need that crap.
yeah, but it'll pop its nasty little head up somewhere else. What the hell was that? Was that somebody in the chat room?
No.
No, that was somebody
Sounded
here.
like it was by
That
you.
wasn't me.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta check, make sure Mom didn't fall. Everybody all right? What was that? What was what? That noise. What noise? Well, I heard
All right. So we're all gaslighting each other here.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That's right. What the fuck?
Yeah. Gotta make sure some limb didn't fall on top of the house or something, I guess. Which has happened
It was
before.
metal. It sounded like metal.
Did it? It sounded
Yep.
like a crash. That's what I just told Travis. I don't know what the hell it is. Go outside and take a look. We have been sitting here and had limbs come out of this guy. Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, it's kind of funny because the Young Turks were doing a live show the other night, and they got nailed too with, the CNN thing.
Yeah, CNN, I guess, takes offense if you broadcast their live signal. So, but
I mean, the Young Turks were even doing it, and they
well, at least
and
I mean,
they were
good
there.
company.
And they were there. So that's what I'm
Regrettably, it is a
saying.
crime.
They were still live, so I don't understand how they could do that to you and how they couldn't say, okay, the Young Turks have to post all their shit.
For a bigger, show or something, it's not going to hurt them that much, I guess. But for me, that's when I walked in there, Travis, when I was distracted, he had the analytical page for YouTube up on the big screen over there, and I was looking at it. It's no, take that down because it just pisses me off because what little revenue we were getting from YouTube just got whacked off for 3 months, because that was the opportunity for people to use Super Chat, which gave us, on a monthly basis a little bit to help us out there. But yeah, they cut that shit completely off, so there's no way to do that anymore, which is gonna be a pinch for a few months, but we'll be back in October, I guess. That's what they say. But to all our YouTube family, baby, we miss y'all. We miss all the comments and the family discussion we had. So, but I posted my rant today up there. We had a lot of comments and a lot of responses on YouTube. So the family's still there. We just miss them during the live show. And he sure is taking a long time to come back and tell me what that noise was all about. I'm sorry.
That NRA considered buying a Wayne Lapierre, a luxury mansion, for his
security. A luxury mansion.
Are those guns that the NRA have going to protect them? What's wrong with all the guns?
Yeah. Well, you need that big property around you. Make sure nobody gets to you. Where's the good guy with the gun? That good guy with the gun ain't never around. He's always out taking a piss or something when something happens. He's never around.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about people wanting guns to protect themselves. It's got to be the dumbest fucking thing.
It just perpetuates the whole fucking thing. It just keeps it going.
Guns aren't for protecting. Guns are for killing.
Yeah. Well,
shoot yourself in the foot trying to get out of our purse.
Sean Pennity came on his show on Fox Spews the other night, and that was his answer. Guns for everybody.
Guns for everybody.
That was idiotic.
Yeah, get volunteers to go, armed guards around schools, around movies, around shopping stores, and just put people with guns everywhere. That's the ignorance.
That's the Republican paradise.
That's the police state.
Absolutely.
Yes, that is a police state. And that's what I was referencing. It gets it right out of Mein Kampf. 1924, that's when Hitler instituted his brown shirts, and they were all volunteers. There was the country of Germany did not, sponsor them and give them uniforms. This is all, they came up with all that shit themselves.
Team Adolf.
Yes. I swear, Donnie reads Mein Kampf every day. I think he goes to bed with it.
I don't think he could read them. I don't think he could read a fucking stop
maybe he got
sign.
Maybe he got the picture version of it or something. I don't know.
Braille.
Audio version.
Stupid, because you've seen the thing that Donald Trump Jr. went
read his
on
own name
Fox.
on his own.
What's that, TW? Go ahead.
He went on Fox. That's what I'm just reading it. It says Donald Trump Jr. goes to Fox to talk about media objectivity and to compare a Democrat to a mass shooter.
Boy, howdy shit. I think what they're keying is there were news reports that the shooter in Dayton, was connected with some left-wing sites or something. There's no, I don't know, we know what happened in El Paso. We know exactly what happened in El Paso and why it happened. And
we know what happened at the garlic festival.
At the garlic festival too. Yes, we know what stimulated those ideas. Donnie.
How about the synagogue in my town?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Tree of Life Synagogue. Is that the right one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, Julie was looking at a house in Shadyside, which is the neighborhood where Tree of Life is in, and we are thinking very seriously about moving to that neighborhood and helping restart that community.
That is a beautiful neighborhood. That was where beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighborhood.
That's correct. That's where Fred Rogers.
Fred Rogers, thank you.
That originated.
I forgot his name there for a second. Actually, I can sing the song, but
he was from Latrobe, which is the next town over. There's 3 things that are Latrobe famous for. One of them is Fred Rogers. The other one is the banana split was invented in Latrobe.
Oh.
And the third one is Rolling Rock beer.
Oh, Rolling Rock. Really?
Yeah. Yes. Which
and
actually
Arnold Palmer is from there.
Right,
too.
and Arnold Palmer. Oh, that's right. And Arnold Palmer. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, there you go.
Although he lived in Ligonier. He didn't really live in Latrobe. That's kind of.
Well, I knew Fred Rogers lived there.
Fred Rogers was from there, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the next town over from where I live now, Greensburg. But I'm getting the fuck out of the suburbs.
I was talking about Fred Rogers today, as a matter of fact, when I went into the store. One of the young ladies behind me, she was up on a ladder cleaning some air vents up there. And it's the store I always go to, that they know me in there. And all of a sudden behind me I heard, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." So I just sang the next verse, "It's a beautiful day for a neighbor." And got a laugh. But as I was leaving, I made the comment to her that wouldn't it be nice if there were more Fred Rogers in the world? You know?
Wouldn't it be nice if there were more Officer Clemens in the world?
That's true.
Amen to all that.
Yeah.
I was just talking to somebody about that new trailer, Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers and that movie and all that. I'm really excited for that. I do, like, anytime someone brings up Fred Rogers in front of me, he was a huge influence on me growing up. And I kind of wish I know there's a chance that some kids could still grow up with him, maybe, if they're watching. But, oh man, do I wish everybody can have that same kind of influence at a young age. Because I do feel like, my parents did a great job. Y'all did a great job.
Well, of course we did.
But,
I
do. He was a preacher.
But I do think
he was a pastor.
Yeah, he was. And
well,
honestly,
Fred Rogers.
Yeah.
I said Fred Rogers taught us all about the things that the conservatives hate.
Yeah.
Things like tolerance and compassion and neighborliness and kindness and being truthful and allowing your emotions, things that conservatives hate.
Yeah. Exactly.
You grew up with Fred Rogers.
Go ahead.
You grew up with Fred Rogers, and I grew up with Captain Kangaroo.
Yes, well, I grew up with Captain Kangaroo too.
I grew up with
both with Mr. Green Jeans.
Captain Kangaroo back into Fred Rogers.
Yeah,
and Sesame Street.
So seriously though, who do you think would win a fight? Who do you think would win a fight, Fred Rogers or Captain Kangaroo?
Yeah.
Say that.
Well,
no, Captain Kangaroo had a reach.
Neither one of them would throw a punch.
Nope, they'd be too kind.
That's right. Neither one of them would throw
Another
a punch.
one is Bob Ross.
Mr. Moose. That was my favorite.
There you go.
Mr. Moose.
Yes.
The other one is Bob Ross, the painter.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Pretty little trees. Happy little trees.
Unfortunately, I didn't know about him until way later.
Don't make mistakes, you make happy accidents.
Yep, that's right. You don't make mistakes, you make happy accidents. That's it.
Yep.
That's why I used to watch him.
Don't make mistakes.
It was calming. It was calming.
That's how I learned how to paint.
I still want to try his method of painting.
It's so easy.
Yeah, no, it looks so good. It looks so easy.
Yeah.
One of these days.
It's good to have a hobby.
Oh yeah.
Something that keeps you occupied.
I think Lone Wolf said he was a master sergeant in the Air Force.
Yes, he was. It's a secret, though. We can't tell you all about it.
Oh, Lone Wolf is gone.
Oh, where'd he go? See? Sneaky guy. You got to watch that guy. He is all over the place. He's gone. I did not notice he left. Well, damn, Lone Wolf. That guy's a character in itself.
He's even gone from. He's gone.
He's gone.
When he dropped off.
I met him up at the Blue Dot meeting up in San Antonio. Outstanding character. Just loved it.
Damn it! I wish I could have been there, man.
Yeah, it was.
Sucks.
It was really a night. We're gonna have another one. We're gonna try to put another one together. We don't know when or where.
Hopefully somewhere in Middle America, so it's a little bit fair on everybody to try to.
I could drive a little farther. That was, San Antonio was only a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
So just double that, triple that, whatever you got to take.
Yeah.
We'll be within range.
Really quick, I don't know if he can hear me, but Bud One Man's now in the call. How's it going, Bud?
He's got his mic and headphone on.
Yeah.
There you go.
He'll probably notice later.
We dragged him in here. He'll figure it out in just a second. But,
well, wherever you want to go with that.
Yeah.
I now have wheels.
There you go. So you'll be able to make it there.
Yep.
Arkansas wouldn't be a bad place either. Arkansas is beautiful. Close enough to places like Tennessee, Ohio, and stuff like that.
Well, I got out in my yard and I realized our tractor's been down and we haven't mowed out there, and it is almost house tall with weeds and.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. I know. It's just overgrown so bad you can't even see the house from the road.
No, jeez. Yeah. No, we got out yesterday and I had to fix the lawnmower. Had a bolt come off and the deck dropped, so I had to find a bolt to put it back in there, but it works fine. And one of the blades, that's what it was. One of the blades loosened up.
Yeah.
It got sloppy under there, so me and Tyler went to go. It was a mess. I hated that thing, but we fixed it.
I think we got Bud One Man with us. Do we got you, Bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how's it going, Bud Man?
Doing well.
Good. Staying busy.
Wayne broke the spindle.
Wayne broke the spindle.
Mm-hmm.
On an axle?
On the mower.
Oh, on the mower. God, I was thinking all of a sudden it was vehicle. Oh, that's not good. You have to replace that thing.
$199 to replace.
Yeah. It ain't easy getting out either. That the spindle.
Nobody did it.
Yeah. The spindle that holds the blade and it goes up to the pulley.
Yep.
Yep.
And he got that all on. All he's got to do now is just take and put the grease in the zert, and it's ready to be turned over and
get after it. That's what we had to. The bolt that holds the blade got loose, so I went to tighten it. Well, it just wasn't going to budge. So if you can't get it to budge one way, you got to take it out the other way. And we finally got it to creak, and it was a battle all the way out with that screw, and got it out, sprayed a little CRC up in there, and got some grease up in there, and put it right back up, and it went right up in there, and there you go. That was it. All that work for a 5-second job just to put some oil in there and keep that lubricated. But yeah, you got to fix it yourself. A lot of shit, that's what you do. You fix it.
Yep.
Can't take it somewhere. You got to fix it yourself, so you figure it out. But yes, I've seen.
It's hard to find anybody to fix that stuff anymore.
No, well, I can't afford nobody to fix that shit anymore. Shit.
What I'm saying, even if you can, you just don't find that many places that do it.
No, no, and if it does, you give it to them, and you're gonna have to wait a long time to get it back. There's a small engine repair place here in Corpus, but every time I ever drive by there, they're so busy, it's just like ridiculous. Because there's a lot of people that need that shit fixed. Yeah.
The sad thing about the tractor is it's John Deere, and every damn part on that damn tractor is proprietary.
Oh yes, yeah.
Up including the freaking
like
bolts.
A freaking Porsche. Yes, every damn thing. You got to take it to the damn dealer. I swear I hate that shit.
I wish we had gone ahead and bought a Kubota.
Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. That's right, Smith. We know that one too, buddy. Make sing along here on the nightly show. Boy, howdy shit. We have work to do, people. We have work to do.
What a world. What a world.
Yes. This past week has just really shown us, ever since last weekend, the Garlic Festival. It's just been a constant.
97 lies since for this week for Trump.
That's just it's
He's coming up on 11,000.
It's beyond anything that we can,
That's more than what we lost in the Desert Storm and
I'm
Desert
telling you,
Shield
if we had
Afghanistan.
if we had a death rate like that over in Afghanistan, the country would go nuts, saying pull out, get out of here. It happens here every day, and we don't do shit. That's the hope I have now is well, and as I'm fixing for it to say it, I'm thinking to myself, well, we've been here before. We've been here before. We've been here for Columbine, for Sandy Hook, for Parkland, for Sutherland Springs. We've been here time and time again, and you think to yourself, this is going to be the event. This is going to be the one that's going to make everybody change their shit, get something done, and get some real legislation going. That's what I was fixing to say. I hope that this is it. But
well, let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so. But I'm not that confident.
But I'm not confident it's going to happen either,
Yeah. And that's sad.
It would be better than what they've done so far.
Because you hear it in the stories all the time. There's 90-something% of Americans want, common sense gun legislation, and they have for years and years, and we can't get this shit through. And it is because the National Russian Alliance over there in the NRA. And the gun lobbyists and the gun manufacturers, they pay high dollar to these politicians. And Mitch McConnell's raking it in. I think, what was it, $1.5 million?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, if those boot jacks keep going and he gets in there again, guess what? There go the guns.
Yeah.
Because that's what Germany did.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned, baby.
That's not exactly what happened.
Well,
a little more complicated.
Ended up that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we have to do something. I don't know how much longer this shit could go on. Unless we just come out and just say it, we don't give a shit. Oh, that's too bad. Your kid got killed. Tell him to stay away from that place.
Well, it's actually pretty easy to do if we had the will to do it. Be to require gun owners to insure against their liability.
There you go.
And I guarantee you, people would unload their
there'd be
guns.
Well, I think we need to start with a gun buyback. That's the way Australia did it. Put a good price on them too. Not don't cheapy ass shit price. You bringing in a gun, we're going to pay you a good price for it. Chunk that sucker away. Start making a dent in the amount that we have out here. And then follow up with things like that. Insurance. You want to buy a gun? Sure. Insurance going to cost you out the wazoo. You really want to do that?
You gotta have insurance for a car. Why not?
Right. Yep.
You've got to have health insurance.
Health insurance. You got a mortgage.
You
got house insurance.
Home insurance.
Yeah.
Homeowners insurance.
That's why I don't buy that bullshit line of they can't. Like with the Affordable Care Act, the mandatory.
The mandate.
Yeah, the mandate that says you had to get it. Well, you can't do this against the law. Kiss my ass. It's not against the law. Because if it was, how insurance company, car insurance companies, mortgage insurances, all that shit. It's all mandated that you have to have that. Down here in Texas, you don't got car insurance, they'll tow your car away. You ain't getting back in the car. You ain't got insurance. They'll take it away from you.
You don't have insurance, they'll tow your car away, and then you have to have proof to have insurance before you pick that car back up.
That costs you about $300 to get that car back after you get insurance.
If you do it in a hurry. Because every day the cost goes up because of storage fees.
Every day $200.
Yeah, it can mount up real fast to where you don't have a car. So
I've done this before.
There are excuses for not, the personal mandate to get insurance.
Just cost me $135 today to put the insurance back on my pickup.
There you go. You don't want. It's not. Nobody wants to pay insurance. Insurance in itself is a bet against you. You're betting against yourself. Well, I better wreck this car, so I better buy me some insurance. I bet I'm going to get sick, so you need health care. You need health insurance. It's a bet against ourselves, is what we're doing. We're making a hedge bet. We know shit's going to hit the fan. We just want to cover ourselves when it happens. And
I'm glad I have full coverage on a car that got creamed.
And that's fine in the area of car insurance, but not health insurance. Health insurance is one of those things that doesn't need the capitalistic system, doesn't need a profit-based system. You know, that is that's
unless you want to make $140 billion a year off American.
Yeah, well, you know, if you were so much inclined to be that damn greedy, then yeah. But that's who's doing it. That's what happened now. All you have to do is go look at the CEO pay of any one of these insurance companies, medical insurance. They're getting paid out the wazoo. How many? You know, I always think that when I look at their pay. You know, some guys getting $20 million a year. How many customers does that company have to have just to pay his ass? You know, how many policies do they have to sell just to pay him? That's a lot, baby. You know, and that's not going. Go ahead.
Selling life, health, and disability. The agent only gets a percentage of it. They don't get a paycheck. It's commission only.
Yeah, it's commission. You know, he gets paid the more insurance he sells. You know, everybody has to make the money in the insurance deal. And then when something happens, they'll try to find the money for you, whether it be car insurance or anything else. Oh, you had an accident? Well, shit. You know, you can't say that when they send you a bill every month. Well, shit. I ain't got that much. I'll just pay you half of what. No, you can't do that.
Hey, your car's only worth this much, but I owe this much.
Yeah, there you go. You know, we don't have health care. We have profit care in this country.
All of a sudden, you're upside down without a car.
Yeah, yeah. And
I don't know, man. It scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking today. I put up an article about all the countries, the civilized countries in which you don't have to pay or have to pay a very, very small, what they call a processing fee of, say, $10 or $15 for a month of insulin. My insulin is $440 a month.
Wow. No, I saw you. I saw it. You posted that, didn't you? You posted on your timeline about how much it costed for insulin across the world.
Correct.
Yep.
Move to a town near the border.
That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot for insulin. You know, it's all about the profit, baby, in this country. It's about how much money they can rape out of you. It's not about your health care. You know, prescription medicines itself. Insulin. That's a life-saving drug.
He just take the little pill and just an arm and a leg, and he's got good insurance.
It's just sad. It's just pitiful. I see it. You know.
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm not ashamed to say it. Julie is coming up, and we're going to go take a drive from Michigan, go across the border into Ontario, Windsor, Western Ontario, and we're going to go to a walk-in clinic, and we are going to buy insulin in Ontario for
smart move,
about 1/15 the price.
Absolutely.
There you go.
There's a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people down here in South Texas that go across the border into Mexico to buy their drugs, and we're not talking about marijuana or heroin. You know, they're going to buy their prescriptions, get them filled over there because it's just cheaper. You know.
Speaking of marijuana, I'll be right back.
Oh, there you go. See how you brought it up? I'm gonna have to go hit it now. See, ain't that pitiful? Some people doing that shit.
Don't worry, you got 9 minutes till you're off the clock.
Yeah.
They were trying to bring in medicine again from Canada, and the insurance companies were having a fit. Well, it may have come from America, but we don't know how it was stored or how it was taken care of, and it might not be any good.
Yeah,
we ain't making any money off of it.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. They're not making it though. They're not.
They already made their money, and they can't make any more.
The joke is even when you buy it in Canada, they did already make their money off it. They're just making 1/10 what they're making.
Yeah, they're not as greedy as they are here. And
they've got caps in Canada for what they will buy.
Well, that's what the healthcare fight is about now, is about that kind of shit. You know, because we all can see the prices that other countries are paying under universal healthcare in their countries, and then we look over here. You know,
remember a few years ago that they had the in Medicare, they did a thing where Medicare cannot negotiate the price of drugs.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. They wrote that in the law. Can't negotiate the price of drugs. Let them set the price.
We are number 33 in the world in healthcare right now.
And we shouldn't be.
No. We're a civilized nation, or we call ourselves that. But it's...
We're turning into a third world country is what we're doing.
Well, we're turning into a fascist country. That's what and that's the only way to put it. It's a fascism. That's when corporations run the government, baby, and that's what we're into. Big business runs the government.
Every time I think of that, I think of that thing. Pay you, or what was it? That old on Goodfellas when he looks at him, he goes, "Pay or F you, pay me. F you, pay me."
Yeah.
Give me my money. I don't care.
Yeah. Don't give a shit. Give me my money. Pay up.
Yep.
That's what it is here. Here, it's you either pay for your health care or you die. And it's sad. Just today, the continuing story of my wife's cousin's husband, who had the heart transplant and the kidney transplant. He's back in the hospital. He fell again. He's had several falls that hurt himself, and he was back in the hospital. And today got notified they dropped him from his insurance. So now he's got no insurance again, and that's scaring the hell out of him.
Oh my God!
Yes,
So as it should.
Yeah, you're talking about major life and death decisions, life and death treatment.
Exactly.
And you're talking about dollars and cents. That's what doesn't jive with me. And it should.
There's your death panels.
Yeah.
There's your death panel.
Yeah, death panels. Well, you're gonna die. Well, you ain't got no insurance. Too bad. Get out in the hallway. You're gonna die. Yeah, that's just basic.
And I just love the way Rand Paul went off and said, nobody's died in the United States for the lack of health insurance.
Yes, they have, baby.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Hell yes, they do.
Yeah, they die every day. They die in this country because of the cost of insulin. That happened just yesterday or today or something. I just read a story about a guy that died because he didn't have the money to buy his insulin. He's been trying to shove it off or
ration it. Yeah,
ration it down.
I read that too.
Yeah. So it happens.
Dude, what the hell do you think I do? I'm a high-paid consultant, and I got to ration it because I can't. Yeah, I wish I could take all the medication that's prescribed for me. Even I can't afford that shit. So how could someone who doesn't make good money afford it?
Yeah. So
I'm just saying,
Yeah, it is. I
read a thing today that there was a guy. I guess he was an Iraqi. He wasn't a citizen anyway. They deported him, sent him back to Iraq, and he died because he couldn't buy insulin.
Didn't know where to find it. No place to get it. It's jeez.
So basically, the United States killed that man.
Yes, they did.
And for what? For what? Like, we don't have room in this country. Are you shitting me? Have you ever seen West Texas?
For money.
You could build 500 cities out there. Neither one of none of them would be next to each other.
You could get to and get $700 a night for housing your prisoners.
There you go.
Now I stay at my hotel in Michigan. It's $150 a night.
For the money that we're paying to house the immigrants, they could stay at a nice motel.
Cage in a fucking like a dog kennel. $700 a night.
Yep. Like I've always said, nobody will screw the U.S. government faster than good old U.S. American citizens, buddy. They will screw this government over in a heartbeat for a buck. So yeah, does it cost $700 something? Yes. The richer they are, the more they want. They're greedy. Right. I've seen it happen a lot of times. It's
people when they fill out their income taxes cheat a few dollars to see if they can get a few dollars back on a return.
Yeah.
They won't.
Yeah. It's a sad world when you start looking at it, baby. Because we have the money in this world to make this country a better place, but we spend it all on, the defense budget. Because we got to be ready for all them evil.
Hey, dude, we have to have 4,000 nuclear weapons.
Right? Have to. Have any less than that? Well, we'll lose. We'll all lose. That's the whole name.
Well, Johnny the dictator, we may need those.
Yeah, the way he's going. Start
any of those are launched. It's all over anyway.
Yeah. When we go that far, it's all over. We're in the Mad Max thing, and that's what some of them want. They relish the idea of us living post-apocalyptic. Hell, some
Who
of them
wants
want
to
the
make it better?
apocalypse. They want to see blood up to
That's
the
right.
bridle. You know,
Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming.
yeah.
My
yeah,
ass.
they're all in that shit. Anyway, it's about 9:30, so I guess we better wrap it up. We appreciate everybody coming by and being part of the discussion this evening. We want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. And it's the most precious thing you can give us is your time in your ear. And so, besides for all the donations and all that, that's the most important thing. And reach out and talk to somebody in the comments, make a new friend and all that shit. We're all in this, and we need to help each other get through this crap. Stay motivated, stay informed. And let me see, what is today's Tuesday? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So we're
Today's
live
Wednesday.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We're live tomorrow night again. So we'll be here just 6 nights a week, baby. We're here. We're doing our best to keep us motivated and keep us moving in the same direction. We got to keep it going until we win this shit and get that disgusting piece of crap out of our house. On that note, y'all have a good night. Those in Discord, hang on. We'll be right there. And y'all be careful. Love y'all. Take care. Bye now.